Welcome back, 5 Aces.
Battle control initialized.
Hey people, 5 Aces here. What a time to be a Command & Conquer fan. Between the new release of OpenRA, the start of RAGL Season 9, which is officially on the way, and the release of the remasters, there's lots of things been going on in the Command & Conquer community, and mostly really exciting ones. And speaking of exciting things, this match here came with the highest praises from, I think it got sent to me by 4 independent parties. Like, look, the Spec Train here, and at least half out of the Spec Train gang here sent me the replay independently, so you know this is a good one. Let us talk about the players for an instance here. This is, in the top left, spawning is Ukraine. It is gonna be Mr. ILikeMen, or Mrs. ILikeMen, who knows? Starting out with a dog opener, really good hustle. And the Grens on the wing, in the wings, Grens in the wings for his opponent, Mr. or Mrs. Morkel. Angela Merkel's evil twin sister, with a penchant and a knack for wanton destruction. Alright. Attack dog giving some line of sight here, leading to ILikeMen taking the engagement around the oil derricks, but the Grenadiers are drawing ever closer to the base. Finding the soft underbelly of the power plants is like ideally the most important target in the early game. Yeah, so this is an RHL Season 9 match, by the way. I also got sent the second replay, but people told me, nah, it's not worth it, just game 1 is so crazy, you'll have your fill of crazy for the week. Okay, a really good micro. Ooh, jinxed it. Caster's Curse. Immediately as I say it, has blown his dog. Letting his dog get blown up by rifle fire. Alright, that's fair enough. He still has an edge and he still has pushed back the engineer from Morkel, who has now, as a result, one fuel there that he should have at that present time in the game. Yeah. The remasters have also come out, which is something very notable. If you've played the remasters, you'll know what's up, and the cat is out of the bag. It's a very traditionalist approach, if I say so myself. And I've been involved in the creation of this, or at least in the involved in the fringes of creation of this, like, you know, just, I guess, balancing council work. Ooh, the engineer, some grazing rifle shots, but nothing too serious. No, he can't stay. He can't stay. He's getting pushed back now. ILikeMen sitting in the reinforcements, but they're trickling in. This is gonna be a conga line of doom. Oh wait, Grenadiers died. They went for the ref apparently, and because you usually get technicians from the ref cell. So double oil direct advantage for Morkel for now. Both of these players have done such a good job rising through the ranks. I think it took them the entire, like, 1 season to just get to Masters. Both of these players started out in the OpenRA Academy, and we're just like, yeah, we're doing this. Oh wow, late War Factory. Did he go triple ref in the War Factory? That strikes me as odd. Triple ref and War Factory online for Morkel here as well, so super econ heavy start. Huh. Must have been double ref. It looks like maybe he went for an extra power plant, who knows, like, I'm not entirely certain right now, and I can't just deconstruct it either. Morkel's flak truck being pushed back because it took some pot shots into the infantry rather than the soft underbelly of the flak truck. Yeah, fair enough. So, yeah, if you've played the remasters, let me know what you think. My personal opinion is it's a nice trip down nostalgia lane, but it's honestly not quite what I had hoped it would be. Like a full-fledged, to be fair, it has always been announced as a remaster, not a remake. So this was always going to be the case. But I honestly still think there could have been more. We were always suggesting features. You know, Pishodi was also part of the group, and we're always, you know, suggesting some features that might be nice as quality of life changes, but they always got, usually EA were like, yeah, those are nice, but we actually, that's out of scope for a remaster, which is fair and understandable. So yeah. Okay, the flak decides to cut off the enemy flak here. That's gonna be a flackening. Yeah, closing in for the kill. Yeah, a little drive-by. Peppering him with flak bullets. And this is one of the builds that I've seen emerge a lot in the in recent times. You skip an early MCV, you rather go for a heavy or medium tank first. And what that does is it allows you for so much more counter pressure. I know what my ILikeMen's intention there was. It was trying to catch an MCV off guard with a double flak truck. Yeah, Yeah, nice idea, in theory. But it's definitely not what's happening here because Morkel just went for a heavy. Oh, there, what's up? Oh no! Wait a sec. Wait a sec, that could still be a nasty timing. Ooh, if you notice this and closes in time. No, okay. Morkel playing it very safe, deploying his Condyard no further from his original base than he needs to. And yeah, and Morkel's army, with the addition of the heavy tank, just had the field advantage for now. So they're pressuring in, onto the, closing in onto the second Derrick as well. Yeah, pop goes the Derrick, taken out. Trying to shave off a couple infantry. Yeah, that's good. He's using them to just enhance line of sight for his infantry, that's so smart. The heavy tank might find itself in a nasty... Yeah, it's out of position for now. Takes a pummeling. Ooh, lots of vulnerable rockets. Hello. Double kill. Yeah, so at the end of the day, quite good. He trades 2 oil derricks for that, but yeah, he is kind of trimmed down the army at least for Morkel. Man, Masters just got so hard. You know, I haven't practiced in months. I haven't actually played this game in months simply because I have no time right now, IRL. Things are just keeping me so busy. I basically get to cast 1 replay per week and that's it. But the skill level has gone up so dramatically as well that I'm finding it hard to compete right now. I used to be like a top 4, top 5 kind of guy in Masters League. I'm gonna be struggling to even maintain my Masters ranking this season. That's gonna be a challenge in and of itself. So Morkel, 2 little armies split off. He's trying to drive a wedge into the forces of ILikeMen, but ILikeMen is going for the long con here, the wide flank. Ooh, he needs to do something about this army though. Just haphazardly bleeding infantry is not going to help the situation at all. Here's the flank. Okay, he's going for the kill. He's going for the Condyard too. Zap time? What is this? Ah, there she goes. Oh, the flak trucks can pursue. I don't think they have the durability. They took too much. Oh! Wow. That MCV is dead to rights. Just a stiff breeze is gonna kill this thing. Reacting with the entire army is Morkel. Riding in here and crushing the opposition. Man, that is super close. I think he's got an engineer on standby too. Ah, double engie. Better safe than sorry. Whoa, what a clutch save. That is insanely close. So, yeah. Second army approaching, knocking at the doors. And announcing its presence there. By the way, I'm also gonna do a remasters guide. And especially the build order, so you're gonna like it, because... oh no! Doesn't target the Tesla coil. Yeah, selling it for $5. That is a very solid purchase right there. Nice sell order. Okay, another flame tower is a hard point, and I doubt that ILikeMen has got enough to stem the tide. For heavies closing in, Tesla coil in the back. Tesla's, by the way, got their range reduced for RHL, so that's not an official balance change yet. It's rather an experimental one that made it into Ruggle, but I still like it. I still like Tesla coils. I feel like they have such a huge impact, and also the psychological value that you gain from being zapped from out of fog of war. Like it's got such a psychological component to it. Oh man, ILikeMen is bleeding heavily here. Tesla coil tug of war. Man, nothing's going his way right now. ILikeMen is being pushed back quite a bit. Tesla coils trying to zap the approaching infantry. Yeah, as soon as there's more heavy tanks, that is so tough. Man, the forest of Teslas. That is always kind of a sign of impending doom. But that surely can't be it, because this wouldn't be such a highly recommended game if that game were over right here. But there is gonna be an ace up his sleeve right there. 2 heavies, alright. Just trying to find some eco snipes. That's a good idea. But thus far, nothing has been going ILikeMen's way. Starting with the dog, which was nice for like 10 seconds, and then I jinxed it. Oh, these tanks also being sniffed out. And it's not looking good for him. Heavy tanks are performing some drive-by action. Let the harvester get away though. and an expansion from ILikeMen to the southern perimeter, but there's already an army in the wings. Man. Let's check the econ. This ain't looking too hot right here. This is a 15k discrepancy already. First spectators disconnecting, that's usually the first sign of imminent demise of a player. Zook getting the killing shot here as well, man. And another one, are you for real? And those Zooks were tracking really far. So with that, we've got, well, he still has 9 harvesters. That is still sustainable levels of econ. Except most of them are gonna be on dead patches very, very soon. Those are mined out here, mined out the expansion. A radar dome tech though. Ooh, is that gonna be the comeback ticket here for ILikeMen? He needs to get his V2s out stat. He's still building heavy techs. Like, nothing he's building here indicates that he has radar tech. Excuse me, what? Maybe he has queued them up after this. Still, that's a very nice defensive formation here. You can see players have gotten so much better at forming concaves. Oh yeah, this is a heavily fortified position. A meat grinder. And immediately sending a detachment to the south. He knows he's repulsed this attack. Time to go south, because there's gonna be a second wave. Most definitely. Too bad he can't capture those old mobs, huh? Yep. Down she goes. That's the wounded harvester from before. Okay, here's the first V2. Let's see how much he can do with those. They are a very fine tool, they're a great tool, like a chisel. They just need so much precision. They're a precision instrument, rather than an instrument of blunt force. Leads the shot. Okay, that's cool though. He's been leading the shot, which tells me he's putting them on hold fire and trying to predict where the enemy infantry cluster goes. That's really, really cool. That is how I too like to use my my V2s. There's another one in the northern, a V2 northbound here. Ooh, don't stray too close. Oh no. Oh no, not like this. But still, with the addition of a flame tower as a temporary meat shield, or a flame shield, I guess, flame barrier. Ooh, that's lots of rocket soldiers dying here. Right, that's not a very cost-efficient engagement. Morkel overcommitting just a tad. Again, going for a left-right, the good old left-right approach. Why is the V2 in the front? No! Gotta say, thus far the V2s haven't looked too scary. Thus far, they have been dismantled very easily. I would always put them behind the army. There's another one coming out here. That's probably... people are calling game, but look. Look. ILikeMen is broke AF. 30k discrepancy. How do you come back from this? Is there a comeback route? Oh, something I wanted to announce. I'm also gonna try and do some remasters casting. The problem, and there is a problem with that, is the replay client. Because right now it doesn't... Ooh. Let's talk about this after the engagement. Very good shot here. Let's talk about this after the engagement here. Okay, things have calmed down. So, the problem is that the replay client, as of right now, is kind of buggy. And the way it works is, if you search for a player name, you can't actually search for replays. Like, you can only search for a player name. And even if you have a replay that you manually acquired, let's say the player sent it to you, you can't open it. You can't search for it. So I don't know if it's even working right now. And I might be relegated to just casting some random replays of players whom I know that I found. But that being said, the entire experience of being part of the kind of community council was amazing. Man, so many heavy tanks leading the charge. I think Morkel has such an advantage. Alright. Ah, the V2 straying too close again. And look at the map. This is StarCraft. This is straight up StarCraft, and it's not looking good. Zerg is overwhelming. Right-hand side. The Terrans are at their last stand, basically. Let's go. Oh. I was looking at those blue dots at the minimap, but those are just rifle scouts. That is not an underhanded engineer. Man, those Teslas, it's so insane. This forest of Teslas. I mean, it's not as good as it used to be now with the addition of a, I think it's 1 cell nerf or maybe half a cell nerf. Pretty good anyway. Okay, he split up his army. Yeah. Gonna result in a wipe here. Yeah. ILikeMen knows what's up here. He likes this man. I mean, look at them. He likes them burly and chunky. He likes them with rocket launchers. And he likes them with rifles. Okay, this is not a very successful attack. Left-hand side, though. He's killed the harvester. Let's see. 13 harvesters for Morkel and he's still broke. How is that physically possible? He has got harvesters on 2/3 of all available lower patches. And this one is starting to regrow, though. And just a Tesla here, just base walking here with a Tesla, that would deny 5 harvesters alone. Again, ILikeMen. Oh, text error! Is he going for a demo truck? Is it the Hail Mary? Is that it? His position is so compacted and the heavy tanks are closing in. Shots whiffing, kind of. He needs to find the center of mass. Ooh. Heavy tanks in pursuit. 1v2 goes down. I mean, let's see. That has to be a demo truck, right? No, Mammoth. And pop goes the queue because the service depot just died. It's not looking too good. We've got a very unstable situation at the ground that it's not looking too good. That is unfolding very quickly. Alright, at least the tech center survives for now. That is the entire army. Now if we were to just pop a Tesla here, I think ILikeMen's hopes and dreams would be crushed. And he's got no eco. How is he floating 7k? Maybe it was from like all the tech that was in production got cancelled by killing the queue? Huh. That's like legitimately the only explanation I have for this float. Iron Curtain is up though, so if he can hold for like 2.5 minutes, he's got a shot at least taking an engagement. What is this? The economy. It's looking so dire. 35k asset discrepancy now. 4 harvester difference. I mean, look, harvester difference doesn't really matter here because everyone is just at their limits of capacity. Okay, seize the army. This is just the limits, the very limits of what you can do in terms of econ on a map like this. Every single patch is harvested out as well. He needs to keep the Yak alive. That's basically the one thing keeping him in the game is his line of sight advantage. And Morkel is refusing to tech up. He's also so broke. How? Okay, demo truck in 10 seconds. Is this gonna be it? Is this gonna be the demo truck of legends? That's gonna be a danger close demo. Oh, why can't I zoom in farther? Is it gonna go? Yep. And blast off! I salute you. That was the most mad value for a demo truck I've seen. That has wiped easily, like... Okay, we're gonna check this in the army graph afterwards, but that's an easy, like, 10k drop. Yeah. 10k, and that's being generous. Man. Okay, is this enough to rout the forces now? Have the floodgates been opened? Oh my goodness, no way. You can't tell me. Was that the big ticket comeback? I mean, he doesn't have much in terms of anti-infantry. This wall of Teslas, this just shows the one weakness that Tesla coils have. Tesla coils are hot garbage against infantry, because they can only ever zap 3 at a time. My goodness, gets the MCV too. Yak goes down though. That's a bitter loss. With an economical situation this dire on this side here, he's just been fortified too well. It's the lack of artillery that kind of keeps Morkel from steamrolling. I mean, he would just have gone for a V2 rocket launcher himself. He could have easily chipped away at that wall of defenses. He was in such a great position to do so. Do we see a counter demo now is the question. Morkel has also teched up to tier 3 somehow, despite being perpetually broke. There is also, as of right now, there is no power in the Iron Curtain, so that is something that needs addressing. Okay, overkill, kind of. Killing some of the technicians. Yeah, that's another refinery going down. I mean, you don't trade cost effectively with this cluster of infantry plus the V2 in the backlines. Man, he should just wait and get his mass back up. Oh, now there's an overcommitment here. MCV, my goodness, that was lucky. MCV not going into Tesla coil range, barely. Like, there was one rifle that tanked the first part of the zap. Parabombs, danger close. Danger, danger! And no reaction here. No reaction from Morkel. I think he was too busy dealing with this incursion. Oh no! My goodness. What a match. Okay, very close to the text error, but I don't think he sees it. Yeah, now he's seen it. He's revealed it right now. And to be fair, the V2s were not that great. But still, they did their job. Wow. So, let's check the army graph. That is a dip on both ends. Yikes. Alright, 1v2 remaining. He needs to turn on the Iron Curtain as well. To be honest, the only tech unit that ILikeMen ever produced up to now that had an impact was the demo truck, but that one was a straight up 10 out of 10. Let's not pussyfoot around that one. Alright. No one is on any... Oh no, it's support powers. Okay. So no one is producing anything that requires tier 2 or tier 3 again. I don't know what that's all about. Oh, nice. Getting snipes on the tech center. That's big. But it needs 3 missiles. Ah, that's a really nice move. Leading the shot, but still... This Vet 2 is just giving him enough speed to outrun the infantry. So that's good. Man, he's been playing it really well. No, not like this. Run, my pretties! Behind the Tesla you go and patch up on the service depot. Wait, did he rebuild that? In a very awkward position. That is the most aggressive service depot I've seen in a while. Tanks! He needs more tanks! Oh, he should pull back just a bit further. Like this meat shield of infantry is so flimsy. Let's just pull back here. There we go. Oh, those Tesla coils are not in range of each other. Yikes. That is brutal. I think they're gonna kill each other, right? No. MiG is out for ILikeMen. Ooh, I like where this is going. Very forward V2. Goodbye. I said good day, sir! Also picking off a heavy tank, that's always good. No. Almost 1.2k. Heavy tanks come at a premium, they're not very cheap. Oh, and snipes another harvester as well. That was one of the most successful first MiG passes I've seen. Wow. Gets like 3-4k in value just from that alone. And that's gonna be an easy snipe on the tech tree. Wall of Teslas is starting to grow thicker on both ends. I mean, it's nice that the Soviets are doing something against deforestation by repopulating with Teslas. The MiG should rearm. It had a very successful first run. Could go for seconds, you know. No, not the Vet 2v2. The Iron Curtain is still turned off. That is a almost so scared levels of stubbornness. Okay, he turned it on now, and it wasn't even necessary. There was no full commit just yet. There was no full commitment here. Okay, so the refinery from ILikeMen also gets denied here. Iron Curtain is still up and running. Still 5 more seconds to inflict as much structural damage as possible. Meh. He's splitting up his forces and trying to deal with the war factory. That was a bit too much. A bit too much to ask here. Too ambitious. He's getting it low. But no, infantry are coming in. Denying the request here. And he's dancing around the SAM site. I love, like, MiGs are such high skill cap units. They thrive when they can just dance around enemy anti-air. What? How did that not kill it? Okay, that should have been dead with the first volley. Okay, service depot down. Nice. ILikeMen focusing out the infantry. That's a very counterintuitive thing, but if you have mammoth tanks, let them focus out the infantry first. You can always double tap. For those of you who don't know, the weapon systems in OpenRA in general, any units or defensive structures with 2 weapon systems, 2 or more, can fire their bursts independently. And that means you can, with a mammoth tank, you can first target infantry with the Tusk missiles, and then double tap and right click onto an enemy tank, and it's gonna shoot its cannons all the same, like without an internal cooldown. That is a really cool interaction that just increases your damage output, your potential damage output, if you just know how to and have the skill required. That is, in my opinion, a really cool dynamic. So, Where does that leave us? With an almost finished Iron Curtain again. There is no more tier 3. Oh no, he rebuilt it. He did. It's all good. Very nice Yak pass. Shaves off most of the infantry. Man, that is a brutal game. Okay, base push on the bottom right side. So ILikeMen actually making some progress on this side of the map. And I think the army should be... Yeah, armies are almost evenly matched right now. Man, that Tesla strategy is so dirty. Repositioning the MCV. Does he go for the Iron Curtain now? There's like... Even if he goes for the Iron Curtain here... Oh, that was yikes. That was kind of not the greatest use, if we're being honest here. Road advantage is gonna lead to a dead MCV. Yep. Good night, sweet prince. Heavy tanks usually, I think, have the exact same speed stat as the MCV. But, ooh, rockets being fed in. But road advantage obviously just makes them a bit faster. Let's go to the production tab again, shall we? Mammoth tanks still in the works. I don't know if that's the right tool for the choice. They're just very slow. Slow to respond and react, and they're not very great in this against the composition that Morkel is wielding right now, because that's very infantry dense. And if that ever closes up to you, and also the heavy tanks are a cost-efficient counter to mammoths. So I think he's just trying to line them up. Yeah. Needs to pull the curtain now, though. Otherwise he's dead. Wow. The explosion killed the rocket soldier as well. That's a first for me. I don't like the mammoth choice. But he has found a very vulnerable and soft spot of the base. Like, this pocket is completely unprotected. Power down. That is a problem. That is the other downside of Tesla coils. If your opponent ever power snipes you, you don't have base defenses anymore. You're just a fish out of water. Like, what are you gonna do now? Oh, Iron Curtain being pulled. Okay. Nah. Again, not the greatest, because you can just focus fire. There's so few units. All Morkel needs to do is just focus fire everything except the mammoth tank. That was a very inefficient choice. Parabombs almost wiping the army, but Morkel just realizes on time. And now, yeah, the heavies make minced meat out of mammoths. Just saying. If he moves them right, yeah. Sending back the wounded ones as well. So well played. Man, Masters is... Oh, nice snipe. Finds the heavy. Yeah, Masters has gotten so competitive. It's brutal. This is just your average box standard Masters match now. This is how hard you have to play. Like, how diligently and thoroughly you have to craft your plan of attack if you ever want to plan on surviving. Poor Mo, by the way. He's a super nice player who I've casted tons on this channel, and he's now in Masters, and I think he's like many of the older players. Oh my goodness, those parabombs! Wow. Just barely not killing the other mammoths, but at least getting one. And Morkel closing the sack here. Ooh, this might be nasty. Iron Curtain still not up, but the tanks are kiting back for now, so there is still some room. Still some room to kite back to. Yeah, many of the old guard players got left in the dust by this recent, like, rise in skill ceiling. Haha! Trying to intercept the MCV. I mean, it's gonna stop it from deploying. That's pretty cool. That is a pretty cool paradrop, not gonna lie. Another Meg is out here for ILikeMen. Right now it doesn't really have any targets. Oh, yeah, finds one. Finds a tank, that's nice. Man, what a game! Nice, finding another tank, and wow, that's a lot of damage. MCV is gonna take a pummeling here. Oh no, both the aircraft are out of ammo. Unfortunate, but here's the cavalry. Not really a good analogy, because cavalry is supposed to be fast and mobile. Mammoth tanks are more like this is stationary base defenses, except on sort of tracks. A hijacker. Ooh! Hijackers are very spicy. I would leave this infantry, this ore refinery alive, by the way. If Morkel wouldn't have paid attention, it would have been so easy to just rally point thieves in and just deprive him of all his income. Or, yeah, thieves. The artist form of Nano's hijacker. Man, what a game here. I think I like Morkel is now... Nah, the assets are still in Morkel's favor. Okay, trying to angle the thief. That is so cool. He's going for it. Whoa! Hail Mary? Nope. By the way, one of the really cool interactions with OpenRA is if you hijack a mammoth tank and its Iron Curtain, it's gonna retain the Iron Curtain effect. So you basically steal the Iron Curtain effect as well. That's so... I love this interaction. And that one demo turning the tide here. This game would have been over like 20 minutes ago were it not for the demo. Insane, but still he needs to repopulate his... There's a... Oh no! Goodbye. Goodbye, army. Welp, that's why you never ever rally point your demo trucks into your main army. That was really hard to watch. And I mean, both figuratively and literally, because I didn't have my screen centered on it, so it was also very hard to watch in a very literal sense of the way, but jeez. That was atrocious. I think he just didn't realize. I think he just had the rally point there. Yeah, well, let's check the army graph. My lord! Okay, went down from like 20k to 6k. He lost 14k army assets from that one Jagdstrafe. Let that sink in. That is literally... Both demo tracks have been pivotal and game-changing, and both have been in ILikeMen's favor. Not like this. Man. Oh no, getting another harvester to boot here as well. No, saves it with a little detachment. Down goes the service depot. Man, Morkel had such a good run. Up until he messed up his rally point that one time. Little detachment on the right-hand side. His eco is completely depleted. Still 13 harvesters, but how many of those are actually mining? We've got 1, 2. Those can be reassigned. 5, 6, 7. Basically 7 mining. That's still sustainable. More and more mammoths starting to roll in. How are those the right call? Okay, another demo has just been built. He is the wielder of the demo truck. You know how the term self-immolation? That was more like self-demolation from Morkel. That was a very tragic series of events. Oh, yo, Mr. Mig, you wanna earn one more stripe of veterancy for yourself? Just go blow up this demo truck. No, the Mig is just idling, just getting some whiplash. Oh, I've missed it, I'm sorry. That was a good one though. Iron Curtain had been pulled just in time, but at least the infantry corps got wiped. That is something. Another harvester down. Tesla quotes down as well. Why is he fighting the Iron Curtain mammoths? No. You don't do that. You do not fight them when they're Iron Curtained. Those are all avoidable losses here. Now the mammoths can just... No! There is so much happening! There was a badger drop. A Ukrainian care package delivery system. Definitely doing its job there. Getting some mammoths, at least one husk that I've seen thus far, yeah. At least that one husk. Man. This is so back and forth, I still can't call it. I think Morkel still has more assets, right? No, ILikeMen has now finally overtaken him. It took a while. It took a while to get there. Parabombs. Not too successful this time. Getting a couple 10s, that's like the consolation prize. A couple 10-pointers. This paradrop could be a bit more active in hunting ore trucks. Man, is that the death blow? I don't think he has any recourse against the mammoth tanks anymore. And also, not having an Iron Curtain kind of broke Morkel's neck here. That's always the Soviets' best, like, comeback mechanism. Oh, 2 MiGs. That is the magical number. You can, by the way, play around those SAM sites. Like, this ore truck is easy pickings if you just have the micro. He's playing it safe, though. That's fair. Understandable. He has, as far as I'm aware, not lost any MiGs in this game, which is very commendable. Oh no. Paradrop gets cleaned up here. ILikeMen pulling back into his side of the court, just saving his mammoths. Preserving his econ advantage. It's now 20k up, is is ILikeMen. What the hell? Iron Curtain is finally coming up for Morkel, but it's so broke. It's minute 35. Look. Look, this should have been a bit earlier. But who am I to judge? I lost. I think I lost to ILikeMen already. And I'm about to lose to Morkel in one of the next weeks, I think. Man, what a game. What a game. This biplane saw exactly nothing. Nothing at all. Ooh, the MiGs are going very deep. Going very aggressive on the infantry. Well, that's one old truck down, but not the greatest loss here. There are so many excess ore trucks. He could actually form an army with those. Just pull the goalies, try for some crushes. I love the backline action with the MiGs. He scouted and he didn't see any anti-air. So it was like, yeah, I'm gonna go to town here. Oh, that's another wounded ore truck. Doesn't even get to deposit its cash earnings. Ah, that's just gone into the ether then. Alright, there's the mammoth. And MiGs are perfect against mammoths. I have done this. I remember one game that I played against Smitty in season 6 or 7-ish, where it took like 45 minutes and I eventually lost the game, but I managed to snipe mammoth after mammoth with MiGs and I eventually got like Vet 4. The only trick is look at where the turret is positioned and attack from an angle behind the turret, where the turret can't track you. That's literally the only thing you have to do. Okay, a spearhead mammoth formation. Killing the civilians first, because why not? Because why not? Yeah, Iron Curtain is up. I think that's it. The spy plane, the all-seeing eye of Sauron is coming in. I see you. Oh, he's trying to just cluster them up. Oh no, he can fight from outside of range. He doesn't even need, like, ILikeMen doesn't even need the Iron Curtain here. He can just naturally push back everything. And the MiGs are going on a backline raid completely unopposed because there's no flak trucks, no money for flak trucks. Oh, that is so tough. And I don't think, like, with this many infantry in the mix, I don't think it's time for hijackers either. They will never connect against this army. Bottom side, and GG being called by Morkel. What a game. What a game. That was one of the best games I've casted, like, legitimately. This was nail-biting from start to finish, and yeah, all I have to say is both demo trucks, despite being built by different players, both played in the hands of ILikeMen. We're gonna take a look at the army graph. First demo truck. Wait a sec. No, that was the second demo truck in minute 30. Ah, you can't scroll back the army graph. I wasn't aware of that. Like, the first one was already a drop like this steep, like 15k. The second one was legit 20k assets lost. Just one Yak strafe going in, finding the target that's like, finding the sweet golden nugget at the center. Extra creamy, extra crispy. That was super amazing. I'm looking forward to seeing more of those two guys, especially them fighting Ganon would also be interesting. And from what I've heard, one of those matches has already been played out, so I might cast those next. Yeah, both Morkel and ILikeMen really, really top tier players right now. Went under my radar for quite a bit because they didn't play... well, I didn't get any replays of them, let's put it that way. But yeah, top players. All I have to say here. Great, great game, and thanks to everyone who sent me that. At least 4 different persons out of those. Take your pick. Thank you guys for watching. There's going to be a remasters cast as well if I get it to running, which is a tall ask. Bit of a tall order here. Let's just face it, the remasters replay client is a bit buggy as of now. Let's hope it gets fixed in the near future. Yeah. And also a tutorial video on how to like build orders and how to play this game competitively, because right now I've got a really good track record at, I think I'm sitting at what, 22 wins and 3 losses or something. Yeah. Thank you guys and girls for watching. I'll see you next time. 5 Aces out.
Battle control terminated.